ICT for JHS students. Good day, class. Welcome to today's lesson under ICT. I'm Biney. Our topic for today's lesson is computer hardware, which under it we talk about the internal hardware, external hardware, input device, output devices, system unit, and storage. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to define computer hardware, list the categories of computer hardware, differentiate between input and output devices, explain and give examples of verified devices. Now, before we proceed, I hope some of you have seen a computer before. If you have seen some before, that's very good. If you have not seen some before, that is also good. A computer comprises of the monitor, the keyboard, the system unit, and the mouse. Those physical components of the computer that you can see and touch refers to us as the hardware component. Now, a computer hardware refers to the physical part of the computer and its related devices. There are two forms of computer hardware. One, we have the internal hardware and external hardware. Examples of both computer hardware are shown in the picture, as you can see. Now let's take each form and then explain. The internal hardware. This form of computer hardware is usually located inside the system unit. Typical examples are motherboard, hard drives, and the memory. These are pictures of some examples of internal hardware. You have the motherboard, which the parts are being labeled. Next, on the form of computer hardware is the external hardware device. The external hardware are located outside the system unit. Examples of the external hardware devices are the keyboard, monitor, and the printer. These are several examples as we listed in the approaches. Now, aside the forms of computer hardware, we also have categories of computer hardware. And these categories are the input device, 2, the output device, 3, the system unit, 4, storage device, and 5, communication device. Let's take each form and then explain. Let's talk about the input device. The input device is any peripheral device used to input data into the computer. Examples of input device are the keyboard, the joystick, which is normally used in playing games. Now, this is the picture of a joystick, and the keyboard. The picture of the keyboard is being shown earlier on. Another category of a computer hardware is the output device. The output device is any piece of computer hardware equipment that is used to communicate the result of data processing activity. Examples of these output devices are the speaker, under the sub of computer hardware, As we mentioned earlier, we said computer comprises of the keyboard, the system unit, the mouse, and the monitor. Now let's take each and then try to know what is within in it. Now let's take the system unit. The system unit, it comprises of the motherboard, the power supply, storage device, and other devices. Now the motherboard. The motherboard is the main circuit board of the computer that contains ports for keyboard, printer, memory chip, and communication modem. We have a well-labeled diagram for motherboard, as you can see on the screen. The power supply unit. The power supply unit is a device that converts AC to DC current. What do you mean by AC to DC current? AC simply means alternating current, and DC simply means direct current. So the power supply unit converts the alternating current to a direct current for the computer to use. A well-labeled diagram of the power supply unit are being shown on your screen. Another component of a computer hardware is the storage device. The storage device consists of the primary storage, and then the secondary storage. Here are some examples of storage devices. We have the memory card reader, the USB flash memory, the external optical drive, and then the zip drive. Assignment. State the main function of the keyboard. Describe how joysticks looks like. Give 2 examples of internal hardware devices. Name any 2 computer parts on the motherboard. Here comes the end of the lesson. Thank you for your cooperation.